let's get it. For all my people who've been watching me on Fulati Fitness, know about the Off the Dome Talks, the legendary Off the Dome Talks. This is where they're gonna be at now. The second channel, What the Fulati. We're gonna be getting more uncut, unedited, raw, and personal. So without further ado, of course, subscribe, stay tapped in, all that stuff. Let's get into the first topic, because this should be the first video. Self-doubts are low-key a blessing in disguise. Now, no matter who you are, no matter what you do, you're gonna run into self-doubts. I don't care how confident you are, because me personally, for the people who know me IRL, in real life, I'm a pretty confident person, confident in my capabilities, confident in me just learning new things, being able to execute things. So I still deal with a lot of self-doubt, a lot. But I want to make a good point today, with the title being that these are actually good things to happen to you. You want self-doubt to happen to you. Why? Because the rational mind is speaking. When you get in that creative flow, when you start getting hyped up, when you start getting, you know, that good energy, you start raising your vibration, that irrational, more open-minded part of your brain starts clicking, starts firing. But those self-doubts is what brings you back down to reality. Those doubts bring you down. And sometimes we do need that. We can get way too high, and sometimes we can get way too low. But for people who are confident in themselves, for people who are pursuing their passion, that are actually ambitious, you tend to get too high way too often. So these self-doubts will kick, it's like a smack to the face. It's like trying to bring you back to reality. A nice little chin check. So when they happen, don't just start using that irrational part of your mind to just drown them, like don't get attached to them, but listen to them, if you get what I mean. Let them hit you, let them really marinate, because you're gonna see that those self-doubts are there for a reason. What they are is your subconscious mind, your rational part of your mind, giving you the reasons why this certain thing won't work. Because it knows deep down you got certain cracks in your system, you got certain cracks in your beliefs, and you got certain things that are not gonna allow you to get there. And that irrational part of your mind, that creative part of your mind, is so tapped into the unknown, trying to create new things out of thin air, which is a great thing, I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but it doesn't give you that reality check, that chin check of like, hey man, that's a good idea, but this shit might not work, that shit might not work, you ain't got this covered, like blah blah blah. That's where the rational mind comes in. Those are what your self-doubts are at the end of the day. They're not some things that you should just completely believe in, but they are signs and signals. They are things that you can take into account. So when you see those cracks, when you start hearing those cracks within those self-doubt messages, you can actually start using that irrational part of your mind to fix those areas, because that side of your mind creates new things. It can see different situations for what they are. It's not so closed-minded, but this side of you gives that. It's like a balance of life, man. You need left, right, you need to inhale, you need to exhale, you need to up, you need to down, you need a day and a night, all that good stuff, bro. So this is what self-doubts and overall negative thinking can give you. It can give you a nice punch to the gut. And we need that, especially as guys. You need that. You need someone or something to just shut the fuck up, bro. Shut your mouth. Because you think you got it all figured out. You're confident, this and that, which is a good thing. But at the end of the day, you don't know shit. So that side of you, that rational mind, is giving you kind of that game, like I'm spinning right here. They're giving you that game so you guys can make some gains. You get to see what areas you need to fix. Because if your system was completely flawless, oh damn, so Lola. If your system was completely flawless, you wouldn't have self-doubts. That's just the reality of the situation. But your system isn't flawless. Those self-doubts start coming in, and it's up to you to detach from them. Don't get so attached and be like, oh, I'm gonna believe everything, all these negative thoughts, blah, blah, blah. Detach from that situation, let it marinate, let it sit there, and analyze it without any bias, without any attachment, without any emotion. And you're gonna start to realize, oh damn, these self-doubts are low-key, they're right. They're giving me some sauce I can work on. Because no matter how much you can lie in front of the camera, you cap in front of the camera, you cap in front of your friends, you cap in front of your family, you cap in front of the mirror, you cannot cap in your mind. You can't. Your mind knows what's going on. It knows that you're hyping yourself up, and it knows that you still got self-doubts. That's why it's giving you those self-doubts. Hey man, fix these. Fix these, and then you know that you're just super confident and it's gonna work out. So this is something people don't even talk about when there's self-improvement, mental health, this and that, blah, blah, blah. Because we all see the toxic positivity stuff going on, bro. Affirmations, visualizations, this and that, I'm the best, I'm the blah, blah. It's just good. It has a time and place. I'm not saying it's bad. Relax, chill out. But you also need the equal and opposite force, which is these self-doubts. And the more you start to embrace self-doubts, embrace all aspects of life, whether it's positive, negative, all that stuff, don't attach labels to it, just embrace it as a whole, the more you're going to be able to elevate yourself. Because you're getting the full spectrum. You're not just hearing what you want to hear. You're hearing what you want to hear plus what you need to hear. God damn. Bars on bars. That's real talk though, man. That's real talk. So allow these things to come into your mind. Watch them from a distance. See what it is. Then you can use that other side of your mind that can create things out of thin air to fix these cemented problems that you know are there for a reason. So the better you get at that, the more confident you're going to become, which is weird because you're doubting yourself, but at the end of the day, you're becoming confident because you're fixing those doubts. Because at the beginning, you first allowed those doubts to come in. You actually started to entertain them a bit. Now, for the people that are super self-doubters, chill out a little bit. But still, at the end of the day, your mind is giving you the self-doubt for a reason. It could be the environment that you're in, that you're getting a lot of negativity, blah, blah, blah. Maybe you got to change your environment. You could be, maybe you're not doing the things that you should, so it's giving you all this negativity. You got to change that. So it's quite a simple thing. It's not rocket science. It's just taking things for what they are, not getting too attached to them, and controlling what you can. That's at the end of the day. If you really want to improve yourself, you got to take in all aspects of life, and you got to really get to it. The less attached, man, I'm keep preaching this thing, the less attached you are to these thoughts, to these signals, to these dogs, the better. Because you don't got emotional bias and this and that holding you back from it. So keep that in mind, bro. Self-doubts are low-key a blessing in disguise. So don't hide away from them. Marinate with those thoughts. Let it sink in. See the cracks in your system, and then use that other side of your mind, that irrational part of your mind, the one that gives you all those beliefs, those positive affirmations, that visualizes the future. Use that side of your mind to fill in the gaps, to fill in the cracks, and get your system stronger so you can keep pushing forward, man. Those self-doubts are there for a reason. Use them. It's like a level in a game. That self-doubt is that opposition there. Fix that opposition, you can elevate above that. Then there's going to be another self-doubt and another one and another one. Blah, 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 blah. You get what I mean. With that said, man, you already know who it is. Fulati Fitness on What the Fulati. Remember that. Second channel, What the Fulati, out here in the field, in the flesh, dropping y'all that game so you guys can make these gains. And I'm out of here. Peace.